One, no. Okay. There we go. Okay, OBS, I swear to fucking God, you better be working now. I think it's working.
Okay, test 1, 2. Technological differences. Hello. Oh, there's sound. Okay, good. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead. For a brief, hello, welcome to Seeds of Chaos. We need experimenting some technological differences, and we're working on them. Matt had a quick, brief review of last game.
The most I can remember from last game was we attempted to get rooms at an inn, and the innkeeper either wouldn't give a room to Hovel at all, or wanted to charge extra for letting Hovel sit outside the inn.
That's what it was.
Aza got pissed, so we ended up not staying at that inn.
Fight ensued.
Well, we're staying at
Almost
the
a fight
inn allegedly, but I'm probably going to find somewhere else to sleep still, so...
There was a hole in the ground, and then some bats came out, and you guys fought that, and broke, pretty much had the house come down on itself.
I kind of remember that.
I don't remember that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just want to say though real quick and completely off topic. To a friend of mine, Ravona, you done good work today. Like, excellent work. Really proud of you. Alright.
Who wants to... How about the DM explain where we were when the bats came out, because I'm an idiot?
Sure, hold on. I was just typing notes. Okay, so... Alright. So, the party came into the town of Succumber. They went to talk to Tarek Halfheart, the mayor of Succumber. After that, they learned that there were 5 people missing. After getting all that information, they realized it was getting late in the night, so they went to the Singing Spirit Inn. Going to the Singing Spirit Inn, they found provisions and found a hole in the inn which had bats come out. They caught the bats. Havel decided to come inside the inn, which caused the whole roof to come down.
I don't recall ever entering a building unless Hovel was told to.
You did. You're like, oh no, there's a problem. So you broke into the front door, and every time you walked, it's like
I remember that. I remember that when we were doing the thing with the pies and we had to fight the vomit monsters. I don't remember doing that recently.
Well, yeah, that was the last session. You guys fought a swarm of bats in a hole in the inn, and Hobble barged into the inn to help fight. You guys defeated the bats, but also in turn had the house come down. You left the inn and was trying to find somewhere else to sleep, and then I remember you guys were going to investigate 3 of the homes. That's Path Lightfist, Caravelle, Chesma, and Kit. One of the missing people out of the 5. All of these people did not have family in Succumber, so you were going to go check up on them first.
I seem to recall there being fighting giant boar things at some point.
Oh yeah, there were boar at some point, because I was trying to plant a tree.
Ah, yes. The tree. Forgot about the tree. Yeah, you guys did plant a tree and didn't want anyone to touch it. And you're very particular about that. But you guys were trying to find somewhere to rest and go and investigate the missing people by going to houses that the people do not have family members.
There we go.
Okay.
I have
And that's
AIDS up.
pretty much the last episode. So let's bring you guys to the Singing Spirit Inn. Okay. Pretty sure. Yeah, this is the one. You guys came in and wrecked everything.
The seeds of chaos have grown into a tree.
Holy shit, there's a banshee.
Oh, that's... Wait, why the fuck is that there? That's not supposed to be there. Sorry. Oop, it's gone.
Kill it!
Yeah.
Where's the
Okay.
banshee?
So, you guys need to find somewhere to sleep. As you start to head out towards the center of town. Here, let me bring you guys instead to the map of Sycamore. So, the Singing Spirit in, where's my town map guide? Is number 8. So you guys are, yes. Actually, right there where, here. You can see little edits there. So you guys are number 8. And the Singing Spirit Inn is not in good shape. And the barkeep is not very happy with you guys. So
Wait.
Wouldn't that anger technically be directed all at Hovel? Because it's all Hovel's fault that his inn is destroyed.
Yeah.
he was kind of mad at all of you because you started a brawl. You know, I mean, it's.
We started a brawl?
You almost
Well,
started one. I don't remember you
yeah.
actually starting one.
When you guys left, his face was kind of a mixture of thankful but kind of upset that Havel decided to lumber in and bring down the house.
I
basically.
feel really stupid right now. I don't remember a large portion of this.
I don't either.
Yeah, me either.
I know it was a while ago. I mean, that's the gist of what you guys were doing. I can give you guys the name of the people here in a second. Is there anything you guys want to do? You guys are in the town next to broken inn.
We're next to the inn right now?
Yeah, you're at number 8. You're right here. This is downtown Sycamore.
Did we investigate any of the places we went to investigate yet?
No, that's what you guys were going to start to do was,
Oh, we were gonna go to the empty
Investigate.
house. Well, the mayor dude told the people whose houses were still occupied that we were gonna search there.
yes.
So let's go to the empty house.
Okay, hold on. I'm just, typing out the names for you guys. You had three in mind that, sorry.
Sorry. Maybe we
Headspace.
can cover more ground if we split up, suggests Kenneth.
We're not even allowed into the other houses yet.
You guys were going to
You make a good point.
investigate Light Fist.
split up? How will not know how to take Hovel apart?
Do you really want to leave me and Havel alone too?
You can see that that Kenneth is is he's definitely trying to think of something to say that would both justify what his previous sentiment about splitting up, but at the same time not be stupid. Finally, he decides and says, "Okay, we'll stick together."
Alright, so out of those 5 days, you guys were planning on investigating at Light Fist house.
Investigating what? You cut out.
Oh, you were going to investigate at Light Fist.
Wasn't act
Wow.
number 11?
Barv Reld, Chesma's house, and Kit's house. Those 3 are that don't have family members in Succumber.
Wasn't Light Fist in house number 11?
Light Fist is in. I can tell you in a second. The Light Fist would be yes. Light Fist is 11.
Woo!
Do I have that? Hold on.
Well, Hovel's an idiot, so he'll follow all you yet. He'll follow you too. Ding!
Fries are done.
Excuse me.
The first, the mayor, Tarek Athhart told you, he kind of pointed from his house, which is A, here. The inn was, down this way. And
Is Paul cutting out for anyone else, or is it just me?
He's cutting out for me
No.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, just wondering. Paul, you're cutting out.
Did
He's
he die?
completely out for me.
Yeah, now he seems to be completely gone.
Excuse
Oh,
me,
no.
everybody, for the technical difficulties.
Oh, he left roll 20.
That's not good. Yeah, he's offline on VC too.
So why don't we hear a Hobble story while we wait?
Hovel's story,
Sorry,
like
guys.
his back.
Oh, there you go.
Like, tell us.
Hey!
He's back.
Oh, he's back, he's back?
yeah.
Yay!
Give me a second. My Wi-Fi is really absolute shit, so I'll be right back. Hold on.
I don't know what he's going to be able to do, though.
Anarchy! Flips table.
Maybe some percussive maintenance.
Hello. Check.
Percussive maintenance.
Hello.
Can you guys hear?
Yes. Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
You know how you do maintenance, right? The two-step process to fixing 90% of your problems.
Yeah, you shut it off and you turn it back on. If that doesn't work, you hit it really hard.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's computer stuff. I'm talking about just in general.
Wow. All right. So, where did you guys want to go?
I think we were heading to number 11, the Light Fist home.
I think we were. I think that's why I remember that Light Fist was in number 11.
Alright. Hold on, my computer is having problems. Roll 20. Alright, you guys, as you're now on the streets, it is somewhat busy. There are people walking around, not as super busy. It's a very small town. As far as you guys can tell from just being on the streets, it is a very small community. You know, less than 1,000 people reside here in this little town.
While we walk, Havel will reach into the belt pouch the belt pouch of gold that he has and eat one of the gold coins, like a potato chip.
I'll take a gold coin and eat it.
Yep, like a nice thick potato chip. Just crunch.
Havel, what are you doing?
Havel eat.
That's not food, that's money.
He'll hand the gold coin with a bite taken out of it to Aza. Aza want back.
You can finish this one.
Okay, and
No,
he'll eat it.
no more. Is this actually
Okay.
food for you, or are you just doing random stuff because you feel like it?
I imagine it could be food.
No more eating the money, okay? Don't eat this pouch's stuff.
Okay. Yeah, only it's like chocolate coins.
Some people are looking at you strange. They've never seen a giant creature like you before. Some people are kind of staring at you, and people are kind of hiding and cowering. And
I don't notice.
like the other town of the name sounds totally in my memory.
From the floor shot?
Yeah, it is. Well, it's like that where you're getting a lot of attention of little children and curious onlookers. I'm
Well-
just really happy there are computer problems. It's fucking annoying.
Havel is drawing lots of attention as we walk to the Light Fist home.
Well, I imagine that I'm very grumpy right now and being carried, so I just pretend I don't see anyone. I don't care about sparing their feelings or explaining anything. I'm just being huffy.
Kenneth looks around as you guys go and thinks, wonder if we could pay a bard or something to tell stories about us so they'll know that we're good guys.
Oh my god.
Havel likes stories.
No, Kenneth sort of looks up at Howell. Oh, yeah, I mean, I mean, that is sort of like part of the whole heroic thing. You've got, like, bards singing tales of their brave exploits. I just figured I'd have more brave exploits before,
Well,
He lapses into thought.
Well, I mean, it could be the story of, like, a startup heroic exploit.
I wonder if we could sort of, like, introduce ourselves as, like, the new heroes in town
You
or
know,
something.
it probably would be a good idea to generally spread the word in the vicinity that Havel is with us and we're all heroes.
We could get, like, maybe we could get, I wonder if this town has a... I'll have to look into that later.
Upon hearing Aza say we should spread the word, Havel will hold her above his head, and he will shout as loud as he possibly can, Havel, Aza, and Kenneth, heroes! Yay! will take her back down by his chest where he normally carries her.
That's what.
Kenneth goes, that's. I guess that's a start.
That's one way to spread the word.
All will do good.
Maybe made
really?
some of the townsfolk shit their pants, but you know.
Well, some pants are meant to be shit.
Alright, can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, I'm having severe technical problems.
You need to get someone out to fix it.
Yeah, I'm. This is really pissing me off. I'm on my 4G
sure.
and I can't be on my 4G because I don't have, any
Data?
more. Yeah, I'm pretty much
Yeah.
running out of data, so I have to figure out what's going on with my internet.
Are you able to?
Yeah,
keep
I've had
going?
real.
What?
Are you able to keep going? Do we need to
Um,
stop?
I don't know. Both my laptops' internet's just. Well, hold on. Maybe it's working now.
What do you have?
It's
Why are you using 2 laptops again?
because my one laptop is a 2001 piece of shit.
No, like what are you doing on both laptops that requires you to have 2 of them?
One laptop is actually using the internet, the other one is not, and I'm just using my Word with all my notes
Oh.
and module, I guess you call it, my story
Are you
stuff.
sure? Are you sure it's not using the internet? Is the internet on that one shut off? Like the Wi-Fi?
I'm gonna shut that off right now.
Because it might be choking up internet even though it's not actually
Yeah.
like using the internet actively. It's still drawing internet to it.
Right. But then but the laptop that I'm actually going to use Roll20 on is now, it doesn't, the internet's not working for some reason. Oh, maybe I wasn't connected to the interwebs. Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta
Okay.
get off my 4G.
Right.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Any other I was about to say, it's like any other shenanigans while we walk to.
well,
Like
here's
this house?
something I think we should try to settle. Are we going to keep Merrick with us or not?
I was thinking Merrick, since he's a witch doctor, he would have some like excuse to say like, I think I need to get away from the party a bit. I have an experiment I would like to run and see what comes of it. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
I mean, like we can always write people out. My question is, should we?
I would say for the sake of making it easy on everybody in the party,
I'd say
and
yeah.
by that I mean all of us, write him out, yeah. Let him have his character go off on his own for a bit.
I already asked Troll how he wanted Merrick to go, so
okay.
and
Mhm.
I have I'm gonna have him go out.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm just getting Roll20 back up. Chat, because I can't see what chat is saying. Sorry.
It's just Oni making fun of the
Oni
fact that
being-
there's numbers on the top of each of all these buildings in the town, saying
Yeah,
that it must be really awkward for the mailman, unless the mailman's really tall.
Hobble's
Alright,
the
so-
town mailman.
That's what I just said. It's like Hovel's 8 feet tall. It's like I could be the mailman.
I don't know. I think they might not know where the numbers are there.
Nope.
Aliens carved the numbers into the roofs as
No.
they flew over.
Hovel doesn't know a number from a letter, a rune from either of two. He can't read.
Alright, guys. I don't for me, but is a street urchin bard sitting on the ground as you're walking towards the foothouse, begging for money and playing some okay kind of music. It's not. He's playing on a lute.
A street urchin bard that's playing on a lute and begging for money.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
Kenneth walks right past him.
he does say, Newcomers, I give you a tour of the town for a piece. And he kind of puts his hand out like he's, wanting some kind of compensation.
I look down at him and I'm like, if you want money, kid, you should be discreet.
Like I said, Kenneth walked right past him because his background is nobility.
Okay. Alright,
Wait,
you-
Havel, stop.
Pavel stops.
Kenneth turns and looks at you guys. What's up?
Isa said to stop.
Okay, is it?
I pull out a gold coin and I'm throw it at him and I'm like, okay, Kenneth, you wanted a bard?
Fuck. I forgot to put
Wait, what? Kenneth catches it and goes, what?
I point at the kid.
I thought you were a bard.
I'm not gonna waste time singing songs about us. A
Oh.
entertainment bard, not a magic bard.
Oh, okay. You guys kind of scrutinizes him for a second, takes in everything. Is like, it's not exactly what I had in mind.
We literally have no other choice.
Alright.
Kenneth, if you want them to sing about us, then this is what you've got. And I'd like to point out that Aza's still very grumpy throughout this, so she's just like snapping at him like, if you want a bard, he's here.
Havel is literally and figuratively statuesque.
Oh my god.
Okay, so as you guys are walking, this is north here. Take a look at the bottom screen. Bottom middle, you'll see yourselves.
Oh, this is like
Oh.
a street view?
Yeah,
That's
This is-
cool.
part of
We're on the
downtown.
north side of the map.
That's cool.
And this is this the bard person?
Yes, that is.
Alright, so we're currently like right up here.
Aza is a rogue bard, actually. Rogue 3, bard 1.
You need services.
I
Is
threw
like-
the gold at him and I'm just like, Kenneth, you want a song? There we go.
He starts to sing a really terrible song about how Havel is so huge, and Kenneth's armor is shiny, and
Wait, what? Go ahead.
Kenneth's
And he
armor
even-
is shiny.
he even says, "Ooh, look at the daggers! Ooh, look at the daggers!" As he notices daggers on Aza's body.
I mean, I can't complain about what he said about me.
Oh, big.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, look. He starts to move past Havel. Excuse me, big guy, and move past Kenneth.
Wait, kid.
Mm.
What shady
Yeah?
shit are you up to?
No shade.
No
shit.
judgment, don't worry. I
I'm
just am
just
very curious, cause I didn't always have this big guy to protect me. I like to know what's going on in the underbelly. There's nothing shady at all?
no, nothing shady. Just poor man trying to make a living. You know how it is.
Kenneth will like poke his head like so the other guy can't see him and sort of go look at Iz and go like mouth like, what are you doing?
Kenneth, shut up.
Wait,
She says that like out loud, like Kenneth, shut up. Kid, you can't just sing about how we're big, you have to say we're heroes too.
Oh, right. And then he strums his lute and
Tell people not to be
that-
scared of him.
he strums his lute and goes on about how you guys are heroes of, and he kind of like starts to go with the name, but just mumbles, and then it's not bad, but it's not really great. It's mediocre.
Well, I guess this is a start then.
And kid, before you go, if I find out you've been singing about us in a way that I don't want,
Well, do you want a tour or want me to just sing?
just sing about how we're heroes. But if you shit talk us, then I'm gonna find a way to make you regret it.
Alright, he squeezes back over between Kenneth and Hobble and then goes back in this corner and sits back down. Well, if that's all you want, a bit of a tour, I can do that. Back with me with some more.
Oh!
He starts to talk and
Oh,
says,
he thought we wanted a tour! That's so cute!
if you want me to
Yeah,
sing about your exploits, then maybe I should follow you and see it firsthand.
Don't follow us
Instead-
unless you stay far away and you are willing to potentially die as accidental collateral.
Well, I can always love a good adventure. Yes, I can stay back. You know.
No, you're not going on an adventure.
Kenneth is on Hovel smash goo monsters once.
We did defeat vomit pie monsters.
He kind of gasps. It slumps when he hears that he's not coming on this adventure.
No.
Well,
No, kid. I'm just changing your vocabulary. You can follow us if you want, but you're not joining us, and you're not on an adventure. I can't
Right.
stop you from following us.
If anything,
Right.
the adventure is on you.
If you die, it is nothing related to us, because I told you there is a good chance you will die if you follow us.
I wouldn't be that melodramatic, says Kenneth. It's, I mean, we've had a couple of scrapes, but I don't know if it's.
Have you seen the inn? In the
Oh,
last
I'm
town?
sorry.
When we literally were surrounded by people dying? People
Yeah,
die around us.
That wasn't our fault.
It doesn't have to be our fault for me to just make sure this kid doesn't talk smack about how we're letting a kid die, is my point.
are you
Alright.
talking about seeing Spirit Inn?
I don't remember the name of the inn. The inn in the last
Yeah,
town.
oh, the inn in the previous one with the
last
pie
one.
monsters.
Oh, right. I would need to look that up. I can get that for you guys in a minute.
I tell the kid whatever the name is.
Yeah, let's just placeholder it for now.
I tell the
Right,
kid
right.
whatever the name is. And I tell him,
Okay.
a lot of people died in the inn, and we saved the last bits of the people, because they were being killed by goo monsters from magic pies.
Oh, wow.
So if you don't want to be a dead goo monster or something, you've
Maybe
been
don't
warned.
Maybe don't sing too much about that part.
He's also currently talking to Aza while Aza is still in Hovel's arms. I do
Yeah.
want to point that out.
Yep.
Hovel has not put Aza down yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
Asa is definitely talking down to him from Hovel. She did not want to get out.
Literally and figuratively.
Okay.
Kid, we don't want a tour, but just tell us if there's anything in particular we should look out for. Any shady shit we should look out for. I won't tell on you, but don't do it to us.
Let me think. Not that I know of, and I know most things about this town. It's not big, and most people know each other.
Maybe he knows some. Maybe he might know something useful for our investigation.
Out of character, what are
Investigation?
we investigating?
The
Maybe
disappearances, right?
Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay.
the people.
Thank you. Carry on.
What are you investigating?
Just the missing people.
Yeah.
The missing people. Right.
We
Well,
were
where are
on
you
our-
off to now?
We were on our way to investigate the empty house.
The empty house. Does the empty house have a name?
I don't know which one of the list is the empty one.
It was Lightfist.
Athlete Fist.
Oh, that's just down the street. And he points down this way.
Mhm.
He points that way and tells you, it's only after this, the seven-string harp, which is right here, points to the back of this building here.
What's
It's-
the 7-string harp?
Ah, the seven-string harp is a nice inn slash.
There's
Uh,
another inn in this town? We don't have to stay with the grumpy man? I thought there was no other option. I was ready to
Kenneth-
sleep in the empty house after we investigated.
Kenneth starts rubbing the bridge of his nose.
Wait, what's he do?
This. He's rubbing the bridge of his nose.
Oh, okay.
Just like,
Kenneth is very visibly annoyed.
Right?
Not
Very-
annoyed,
I
exasperated.
barely distinctly
Exasperated,
remember
that's a
being
better
told
idea.
there's nowhere else to stay, so I'm excited now.
Well, I can show you the way to this house.
Well, you
Like
said
this
it's right
house
down the
and-
street, right?
Yes.
Hey, if
right
you're
there.
gonna be following us, do you have any music that's particularly loud that you can do as a warning sign or something if someone tries to slip in the back behind us or something?
Sure. I can do this, and he kind of strums the lute really loudly in a really awkward and off-key tone. That,
Congratulations, you're a lookout.
okay.
You're now
All right.
welcome to the team.
Hobble will raise Asa above his head and say, "Yay!"
Oh, I didn't
bring
even
her back
introduce
down.
myself.
What's your name? Kid. I just am gonna keep calling him Kid.
Graph.
Did you just say Wrath?
Graph. Rat.
Graph.
Oh.
Having observed this interview process, Kenneth is still no change. Situation has not changed.
Hobble will offer a handshake and say, "My name Hobble. Hobble the Rock."
Good to meet you, big guy.
The biggest
Really-
thing, if you sing about us, the biggest thing is to sing about Hobble and how he's not scary.
Oh, I'm not scared. He looks gentle, like a gentle giant.
Well, you're in the
gotta-
minority, kid.
Yeah. Unfortunately, most people don't seem to believe that giants are gentle.
I'll
Well-
pay you more over time if you keep doing a good job. How's that?
See with wide eyes, he hears the prospect of more money.
So don't fuck me over or you'll regret it.
Hobble will grab the sack of gold on his belt and he'll just hold it up and he'll
No,
kind of like.
no, Hobble. Stop. You're gonna break the bag. Put it back.
Okay, and he'll put it back.
All right. So, you guys made your way down to the lighthouse.
We go to Lightfist's house.
Okay, let me. Okay. So, what's the marching order? I guess he's going to be in the back. Probably be back here.
Kenneth's in the front.
Hobble's right behind Kenneth.
I'm being carried by Hobble, so
Aza's in her usual position.
Wait, where is it? Oh, you knew. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Then Hobble. Alright, so, the Lightfist house is, as he points out, it's this house up here.
Okay,
Hold on, let me zoom.
this one.
Zoom. That one? Okay.
Yeah, this one here. As you guys start making your way, he sees that you guys are you're trying to find the front door, and he's like, "Oh, it's through this alleyway." He's like talking to you, and you're like her head looking at him, and he says, "Through this alleyway, the front door is over." In the front over here.
Okay.
So, yeah, the front.
just remember, kid, I warned you, if you stay with us, you could die. I'm gonna reiterate this again. I have this feeling
Hold
you're
on,
gonna die.
can Hobble fit between these houses?
That's what I was just about to say. It's like Hobble's gonna
Uh,
stop at the alleyways start and look at it.
If Hubble can go sideways, yes. If he was to go straight,
Let's say he can't fight like this. He can shimmy, but he can't really fight.
yeah, he would need to turn his body sideways.
I like to imagine that he's holding me above his head while he does this.
Here, let me.
Either that or you're sitting on my shoulder.
Can't fit in this way.
I would need to turn sideways. Yeah.
he would need to turn like that to fit through. I would say
Yeah.
it's a tight squeeze.
Alright, well, Havel doesn't know that, so he's just gonna keep staring at the alleyway, wondering how he's gonna get through.
Okay.
And then he's gonna put Aza down in front of him in the alleyway and sit, because he's gonna treat this like a building that he can't enter.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so you're sitting in the hall in the alleyway.
Havel!
I am sitting right where my token is.
Havel!
Uh,
Havel!
Yes.
What are you doing?
Havel not fit.
Well, turn like this, and I position myself so I'm sideways,
I will stand up and copy Aza.
and walk like this, and I start walking sideways down the alleyway.
I will copy Aza.
And then I say, now I'm going to walk normal, but you keep doing what you're doing instead of copy what I'm doing next. And I walk normal.
I will continue to walk sideways.
You do fit the alleyway, but it's really tight fit.
So I get to the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. Kenneth, would you like to move your icon before I drop myself on top of you?
Give me 1 second. But yes, there we go.
Okay, so now I am no longer carrying Aza unless Aza tells me to pick her back up.
Or I tell you to pick me back up as soon as we get out of the alley.
Okay, then. I scoop her back up.
Okay.
I am not walking.
And then I follow Kenneth wherever he goes.
Oh, just a quick question. Have we had a rest since our last major encounter? Because I realize now I've got spells used up.
It's
Okay.
not. And it is dark.
Oh, it's dark out?
Well, we can sleep in the empty house if we desperately need to.
Boom, 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 boom. Marching forward.
Havel, sleep is for the weak. Okay,
Yeah, the
now
front-
that Merrick's gonna start walking and Havel has picked up Aza again, he's going to continue to walk sideways following Kenneth.
I don't stop him. This is funny.
Now that is Kenneth.
Guys, the front door is right there. As you get closer, you can see it's of a door
Wait, where?
right here.
Okay, cool. Kenneth will take up position on the side of the door.
Havel will
Okay.
stand like uncomfortably close right behind you.
Kenneth does some elaborate hand signals that you have no idea what they mean.
Nope, not a clue.
Well, then nobody does either.
Havel-
I just look at
Havel
Kenneth
will
and
just nod.
I just stare at Kenneth with resting bitch face that I've got going on. So I just stare at him like,
Havel will have that blank
Dude.
expression of I have no idea what's going on.
Kenneth will
Angela and Nettie.
Kenneth will slowly place his hand and slowly push on the door a little. See if it
Or
opens.
no, the door shut.
Kenneth will make some more hand signals in Aza's general direction. This time you can kind of puzzle out that he might want you to open the door. Either that or Either that or he desperately wants a stiff drink, but considering it's Kenneth, you're pretty sure you know what he wants.
Yeah, I'm still just staring at you. I'm just like not putting up with this bullshit. I'm just staring at you with my arms crossed, like waiting.
Just whatever. I'm sure Kenneth is smart enough to know this, but just don't make a punching motion. Just don't do it.
Then I'll go flying too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so
Halvo would make sure that Aza is protected if he's carrying her while he does this. But if you make a punching motion, you're not gonna like what comes after.
I use message and I message to Kenneth. Do you have something to say?
Can Kenneth reply like without actually saying anything?
Yes.
yes, quick second.
Can you open the door? Door's locked. Can you open it?
Oh. I'm like, okay, Havo, put me down gently, please.
I'm gonna put Aza down right beside Kenneth.
And I would
Okay.
like to attempt to make sure that I can open the door safely.
Okay.
Is it locked?
How are you trying? Yeah. How are you want to approach this door to see if it's locked? Try the knob.
It doesn't look suspicious, does it?
Give me a perception check, please. That will determine the status
Alright.
of the door.
$24.
Oh, that was
There
late.
it is.
Yeah, it doesn't look locked or trapped or anything suspicious. Okay. Damn, that's
I do like a mock magic, like twiddling my fingers at it, and then I open it like a normal door.
The door is locked. You turn the knob, and it seems to have a deadlock on top of it.
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't locked.
No, I said it did suspicious, trapped.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I don't do that. I unlock it. I unlock it. I'm gonna unlock it.
Alright, are you using your thieves tools?
Yes.
Alright, give me a thieves tool check.
Damn, girl!
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good.
you-
It's a good roll, but it's rare you see someone roll a 29
yeah.
without getting an
29.
actual 20.
Did I?
The-
Where did?
The door. Here, let me.
Why does it
How-
have a
okay.
plus 11?
Apparently
okay.
you're
I
that
think
good.
that's
Apparently you're just that good.
Yeah, you're.
Do you have like a +6 bonus from your dexterity? Is like your dexterity 20?
Yeah, so it's plus 5, plus proficiency and
expertise.
expertise.
Yeah,
Alright,
they'll do it.
Oh yeah,
Are you
okay,
wanting to-
because my stealth is 11, so it would be whatever my stealth is. I thought it was
Yeah,
9.
11.
Carry on.
Are you wanting to open the door all the way, or are you just?
No, I'm
kinda
just
cracking it
I'm
open.
just unlocking it.
Okay. All right. So you.
And then I look at
Sure.
Kenneth and I'm like, do you want me to open it too, or did you just want me to unlock it and you go first?
Kenneth will sort of like make it like a motion, like motioning you aside.
All right, I go back to stand by Hobble.
Well, he's motioning you to like the other side of the doors, like so you're both on on the side of the door.
Oh, you
Oh.
want to flank the door? Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
well then I flank the door.
Kenneth like will like put his hand on the door again and just sort of gently try to push it so it creaks open.
Okay. Yeah. Move your characters accordingly. So I just kind of get a.
I can't tell exactly where the door is. Like, is it like this two? Square
Yeah,
thing?
A's standing
Yeah,
right in front of it. It's these two squares right here.
Yeah, I'd be like right here.
These
This
ones.
square technically is not only this square.
This square up there? Then I'd be
Yeah.
like right here.
It's supposed to be a wall right there.
Okay, yeah. Then I'd be like right here.
Okay. Alright, so you're going to put it up gently.
Yep.
Subtle. Alright. Let me reveal what you see. Alright. You open it up. You don't
That's about right.
Is there a window that Hovel can be looking through right now? Because he is facing the house. Since he's still walking sideways.
yeah, there's no, there are not windows
Okay.
on this side of there are some you pass on in the alleyway, but on this side there are not. There's not many windows, and when you open the when you crack open the door, Kenneth, you see some junk in the middle of what you see the edge of what looks to be broken wheels. Here. Hold on. I almost did that wrong. Right there, you just see what seems to be wheels of a cart. You kind of like turn around. When you're to the door, you saw this horse and carriage here, so you can assume wheels for that cart.
Alright, here's what Kenneth's gonna do. He's going to fling himself around the corner, go into like a dodge roll, and end up in this square with his sword out.
Okay, give me.
He's so
Preach and clear,
extra.
preach and clear.
Oh my gosh! Give me a dexterity acrobatics check.
Alright,
Preach and clear, preach and clear.
Yes. A 10. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, you roll not so gracefully. If you can picture, if anyone's ever seen Animal House, there's the part where he's like running through
The open field to the dean's office.
Yeah. He's doing that basically, like a really bad roll and kind of like a shift to one side, shift to another side.
Another good example is if anyone's seen Paul Blart when he goes to slide behind
Oh,
the one
yeah.
tree and he stops halfway, so he has to like
Yeah.
scooch the rest of the way.
Let me reveal what you see. Alright, so as you get into the house, you can confirm that there are wheels inside of this open area. You do see area with food on a table here. You see a lot of crates and barrels here. Give me a perception check.
Sure, but he's going to quickly whisper, back to Asa, all clear. You can tell he's enjoying this.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
So, ooh,
I'm,
19.
Oh, snap!
damn.
Nat, yeah, but
Nat
but
20
try his
minus
wisdom.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's still
Kenneth's
net
wisdom.
20. So, okay. So, you start to hear something, a noise coming from this area. You can see a door, so you can assume something is making noise from that area. As you're coming that way, you hear the door open, and you see this man come out, and he just looks at you like, "What are you doing here? Get out of my house!"
Not all clear, not all clear!
He kind of looks at you in shock, and he starts to yell, "Guards! Guards!"
Are you Ath?
Hmm?
I peek out around peek my head through the door and I talk to the man. I'm like, "Are you Ath?"
No, I am not. That is my girlfriend, Leah. Well, sorry, Leah Vale.
We were told that this is the house of Ath, a missing person.
It's Ath's. I'm her boyfriend. We share this house. What do you want? Intruder.
Huh.
The Athlete Fist is missing is the information we have, and we came to investigate.
Kenneth will sheathe his sword,
Hold on.
looking a little disappointed.
Let me roll a insight check. Oh, he kind of seemed to relax. I rolled. I will tell you guys. I rolled a nat 20, so he
Nice.
seems to relax when he hears or he kind of tells by your demeanor that you're not here to harm him. He kind of
Is-
just relax, but then looks like, why did you need to break in? Why did you just knock?
Because we were told this is an empty house. We were told this is an empty house.
As Aza says this, she's going to hear the sounds of a very, very small rock slide as Havel scratches his chest.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I didn't hear that. It's a rock slide for what?
It sounds like a very tiny rock slide, like if you just had like gravel falling down a rocky hill.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like that as Havel just scratches his chest.
Okay.
And Aza hears it, so since she's like right beside him.
We were
Okay.
told Athlete Fist is missing. No one else is in here. This is an empty house, which is why we're investigating in here. And that's why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
We were. Oh, I don't need to move Aza. This is where she is. She's poking
That's,
her.
okay.
She's poking her head in around the corner, like she's
Okay.
got her body on the side of the door and her head poking in.
Alright, he kind of walks closer to Ken. Please, come in.
Why didn't the mayor tell us about a boyfriend?
Oh, the mayor. Well, our relationship is new, and we don't go around telling everybody our business.
So you're saying the mayor doesn't know that you're dating her?
No.
So
She would.
so the mayor still thinks this house is empty.
Yes. Path went missing 10 days ago, and I've been trying to keep up the business.
Wait, you've been trying to keep up the business and you've been in here and they still think it's empty? That doesn't make
Well,
sense.
The mayor doesn't always go around town checking up on everybody.
I pull my head out of the door so that I'm fully back in the street again. I look down the street and I'm like shouting to the boy. What was his name again? Graf.
Yeah, Graf. Sorry.
Graf.
He comes closer to Havel.
Graf, come here.
Peeks around, and then goes around the horses. And gets closer to you. Yeah. What?
Is this man? Has this man been here the whole time that Ath has been missing?
Oh, yeah. And he kind of turns to Laya and gives at him, "Hey, Laya!" And he kind of Laya looks at.
So he
Graf.
belongs here, and the mayor's just an idiot.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as an idiot, but yeah. Graf looks at Laya and just kind of like, hi, Laya.
Do they look suspicious? Are they like eyeing each other, or are they just eyeing each other? 'cause
No,
they're there?
it's Laya's kind of looking at Graf with a disdain, kind of like, oh, geez, great, it's Graf.
Oh, it's you again.
Yeah, it's like, oh, great, it's Graf.
What have you done,
he's
Graf?
no.
What have you done, Graf, that he's looking at you like that? That's the look I give people when I don't like them.
He puts his hands up with his palms out, like, oh, nothing. I've done nothing. I'm just a lowly street person, and a lot of people in town don't like that.
I check my pockets.
You find everything in your pockets there.
Why do you hate him so much? Did he do something?
Graph. Oh, sorry. Laya looks at. Actually, Laya's going to move closer to the door so he can see you. Kind of moves here next to Kenneth. No, I'm sorry. No, I don't hate Graph.
Then
He's
don't look
just,
at him like that.
Right. Sorry, Graph. And Graph is kind of,
Asa, we're getting sidetracked again. Do you know anything
This is
about
what I
your
care
girlfriend's
about.
he ignores her. Do you know anything about your girlfriend's disappearance?
that is a very good question. Give me 2 seconds while I look at my notes.
What's up, girlfriend?
Well, you see, when a boy and a girl live each other kind of
Oh,
a
gosh.
bit, but aren't entirely sure if they want to spend the rest of their life together.
Laya kind of looks at Kenneth and kind of shrugs and says, "Well, she was acting kind of weird the last 10 days ago. She would constantly be drawing and in a really bad mood. She was always in the study room.
Drawing what?
Do you still have her drawings?
Yes, I have not moved her desk." And he kind of turns and starts to make his way to this door, and
Can I
kind of turns
follow?
back to you. Turns back to you and kind of beckons you to come in.
Kenneth follows, perhaps a little bit too closely, but he is eager.
Okay, let me reveal the rest of the house so I can. So you guys can
Avo
see.
can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's still standing outside.
Asa, are you staying outside? Asa?
Asa,
Hello?
Blue, you might have been muted. We can't hear you.
Yeah. Blue, we can't hear you. Oh, did we lose Blue?
Let me check if the stream is still up.
Well, she's still in the VC call, but that doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could stall out. We never know.
The stream seems to still be on.
Okay, hold on. We're waiting for Blue. She might have muted herself.
I'm back.
Oh my god, that is the greatest picture of Asa ever. I just noticed that on the stream.
Isn't it so cute?
That's adorable. I love
That
it.
was a good picture. Oh, wait, is it the same one as her token?
No, it's a different one. It's much more cute.
Oh,
Well, can you post
Okay.
that in the Discord?
yeah, do that later.
Do
yeah,
that
later.
later.
Sorry. I can't see it. I do want to see it. Asa, are you gonna step in or are you gonna stay outside?
I'm stepping in. My mom was saying goodnight, so I was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. My bad.
As Asa walks in, Hobble will just kind of sit there facing the horses, and he'll take one finger and he'll try to like scratch under their chin.
Oh god, he's
Okay.
gonna snap their necks like
Good.
fucking Lenny and the mice. Where is everyone?
Good.
Am I
What,
fucking
you
blind?
mean the field
No, you're good.
novel of the century?
You're good.
Okay.
Griff kind of looks at Hovel and's like, "Whoa, whoa." He's like, "Whoa, easy there, big guy. They're gentle.
Oh
be
good! We got
gentle."
Graf to take babysit Hobble now.
All right.
Here, come on, Hovel. We can go to the window and see what they're doing. And he kind of walks past you, back down here.
I feel like we're running a more classic style game in this because we have a home base already. We've got a follower now.
Yeah. Hovel, he kind of beckons you to back into the in the alleyway down here, if you
Hovel,
like.
Hobble will think for a second, and then he'll
Oh.
stand up and follow to this point here, and then stop in the alleyway, confused again as to how he gets in.
Oh,
Okay. The lady here sees you and starts running.
oh god, of course she does.
All right, so back in
Hobble will
here.
see her run away, and he'll kind of reach out for her, and he'll say, "Hobble, sorry."
Please tell me that our Graf starts singing to her about how he's friendly.
Yeah, he'll occasionally strum his lute, but again, it's not great. It's a lot of off-key.
But my point is
tone
that if
deaf.
he sees the lady running away, he tells her that he's not scary,
Right.
right?
He does
Or is he
say
not
that.
doing
Yeah,
his
he'll say
job?
that in his song.
Okay, I'm
I-
just making sure that he's doing what we paid him for. Is my point.
Right. So Laya brings you first through this room, which seems to be the kitchen. You'll see a lot of food and kitchenly things in here. He opens the door and brings you into the dining room.
Does the kitchen have any pies?
That is a good question. Not as far as as side glance you can see.
Kill it.
He brings you through the dining room and then brings you here into the study. He goes over to the desk. Oop, too far.
Mhm.
Don't
He
want to go out the
brings you-
window.
Yeah, he almost
He
did.
spontaneously jumps out the window.
He brings you to this desk and points to the papers, and on the papers, hold on. I might have to just give you. Yeah, I don't have a picture of it. Crap. So I'm gonna have to give you a description of what you see.
Okay.
So, on the papers, you see a lot of lines, but the main focus is a symbol. It looks like a handprint with black and blue ink. So it looks like she could have just taken her hand and hit the paper.
Kenneth's gonna look closely at it. Does he see like prints, sort of thing?
What do you mean? Prints like a handprint?
Well, I mean, like when you know how with fingerprints you can sort of see the ridges. Can he see the ridges? Is basically that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it did come from a human.
Yeah. It seems to be her
Right.
hand. He tells you as you're staring at the photo, she just put her hand in ink and splattered it on the paper, threw the paper, and then did the same, repeat and repeat. Oh, what I forgot to tell you was the description of this guy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Laya is a 5'5" half elf male.
Are you saying Lya? Lya?
Yeah, Lia, and it's pronounced Laya, like lie and then
Or like you were saying liar, but you were trying to say it all stupidly slang.
Liar.
No, not like a liar or like a slang for liar. It's just how you pronounce Lia.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. I'm not saying his name means a liar. I'm just saying that's how you pronounce
Right.
it.
Liar.
Yeah.
Like you're saying
Okay.
liar, like you're saying liar in slang. Liar. You're a liar. All right, moving on.
So yes, you do notice there are. He does describe to you that she kept taking her hand in ink and putting on a piece of paper, throwing the piece of paper away, and then keeps repeating that over and over again. As you can tell, all the papers are the same. Whoa, Havel!
I'm just being stupid. Go on.
It's okay. And he just kind of shrugs and says that's what she's been doing. And then one day she was gone, and I haven't seen her since.
So the entire time that this is going on, as soon as he's reaching for the paper, I'm not even looking at the paper. I'm doing a full investigation of the room. Like, I'm nose to the ground, sniffing like a dog, lifting up the carpet, fumbling through everything of the general
Okay.
room.
Upper half of the body sticking inside of a barrel.
Kenneth is completely ignoring it, and by doing so, hoping to make it seem like this is just normal operating procedure.
Yep.
Okay. Asa, give me an investigation check.
17.
7.
The dice
Okay.
gods love me tonight.
Yeah, they all do love everyone tonight. Alright, so
Well, there's that 10.
you just see food laying around, a lot of clutter. You do notice something over here in this corner. Seems to be more paper. It's a book with some writing. Obviously, it's nice and fancy handwriting. And it seems to be her handwriting, and it says, they won't stop talking to me.
The music is very creepy. There's someone breathing heavy into the mic.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Oh, there. Sorry. It says, they won't stop talking. Is it still doing that?
No. It's good.
Okay.
Someone's just being stupid. I don't even know.
Okay.
Not it.
It says they won't stop talking to me. They beckon me to come. And then it just kind of goes on with some incoherent handwriting.
Okay.
That's pretty much what you find in this corner.
You said it's currently nighttime, right?
Yes.
Hava's going to stare at the stars.
Oh, that's
They're
cute.
pretty. It's a lovely night. There's lots of stars. Griff kind of notices that you're not. Comes back to you and starts to point out some of the stars and starts naming them as best as he can. All right, so, Asa,
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
Asa and Kenneth. Actually, Kenneth, give me something. Something seems familiar about this symbol, this handprint that is on paper.
So we're talking like arcana, history, religion.
Give me a religion check.
Dang, that's the one I don't have any bonus in.
Yeah, it seems something to do with some kind of. For some reason, you can't put your tongue on it. You're kind of like thinking about it. 14. You know that it is related to an evil religion.
Kenneth is going to sort of surreptitiously take a, sort of like a quick look at the hands of the other, see if there's any remnants of ink on them. Not like grab a hand, flip over, but just as they're talking, he'll just try to observe and see if he can see with the guy's palms. Hello?
Again.
Hello?
Yeah, I think we lost our DM again. Yep.
Yeah, there he goes. It's a bit of an odd thing for a demon to do, though, to make you just stamp your hand over and over again. Right? There we go.
Okay, so
Hello.
repeat that. I only got a bit of what you just said.
As we're chatting, Kenneth is going to sort of surreptitiously look at the guy's hands, just to see if he spots any ink on them.
No. He
Okay.
seems to have clean hands. Dirty hands, but not ink. Doesn't have ink on them.
Okay.
So, where are they at in the conversation when I finish my investigation?
They weren't really talking. Kenneth was just kind of.
It didn't take him long to just tell me everything.
Yeah, I mean, you were kind of right at the end of it. Kenneth was just looking at this paper, scratching his head, trying to figure out where he knows this from.
I'm just reading over and over again what she wrote, confused, just thinking about it for a minute.
I've seen this somewhere, I think. Something about a handprint being a symbol for some evil religious thing. I didn't pay that much attention to religious studies, though, so I don't remember where I saw it.
I'm gonna walk up to them with, like, the book in one hand held out kind of thing. Like in the binding kind of, so it's open in one hand to, like, a display. I walk up to them and I'm like, what about this?
Laya kind of looks at it and recognizes it. Oh, that's her diary.
They won't stop talking
What
to
does it
me.
say?
They beckon me to come.
Huh. That's weird.
Dude, did you really not look into this?
Well,
She's
I
been gone
didn't-
and you didn't even look at her diary?
no, I
Some
didn't want
boyfriend.
to disturb this study. It's hard on me, and it's hard to come into this.
Well,
Part of the
whoever was
room
doing
without
an
thinking about
investigation before is an idiot then.
Kind of looks. He kind of looks
Yeah.
at you, and his shoulders slum down, and kind of just.
No, not you.
It's just-
Whoever's doing the
Not you.
investigation.
Oh! He puts his head up, and he kind of is like, "Oh,
Actually, who
Yeah.
is doing did someone come by here doing any investigation?
Clearly
The
not. The mayor
mayor.
didn't even know he was here.
The
No.
mayor, huh?
no one really came to the door. It didn't seem like anyone cared."
How long
asked-
ago was this? Did she go missing?
10 days ago.
So 30 days ago.
Yep.
And we're the first people who are looking into it.
Yes. I tried to talk to other people in town, but no one seemed to know what was going on. Other people, I talked to some of the other people who have their family members and loved ones missing, and they don't seem to know either.
This might be something worth bringing up with our employer.
Can you please introduce us to the other people before we confront the mayor? Who are these
Yeah,
other people with
definitely.
missing people?
Sure.
Is there a way to, like, gather them? Can we, like, send... If we send the boy out there to gather all of the other missing people's families over here, can we have a group conversation? Or are they gonna just ignore him?
I can try to get Griff to do that. I don't know how well everyone will respond to him.
Is there something we can have him say that would make them listen to him?
Yes, you can tell them Laya found people who are investigating the missing people
DM.
and need.
I'm
Yeah, what's up?
sorry, I have a question. Is the
Yeah.
windows just like solid windows or are they openable windows?
No, there's solid glass windows. This is a window right here.
Okay, okay. Carry
It's
on.
really only.
I'm sorry to
Okay.
interrupt.
No, it's fine. Um. What was I saying?
Oh, you were just saying that if he
Why I
tells
found
them people
investigate.
found.
But people will come to the call that their loved ones or people are investigating the missing family members and loved ones, and then I mean, if Griff says that, then and tells them that Laya wants to talk to them at the Lightfoot house, they should come.
Okay. Kenneth,
Mm-hmm.
can you please do me a favor? I don't want to leave this room for some reason. My shady senses are tingling. Can you go tell him to go gather all the people with missing people and tell him to say that and give him another piece of gold from Havel?
Sure. Kenneth goes sprinting out as he always does. Remember,
Mhm.
Kenneth sprints everywhere.
Right.
Excitement.
Adventure.
Alright, when you walk out, you see you see Havel and Griff staring up as Griff is very, almost in a condescending tone, talking to Havel about the stars, and Havel is just like staring up in awe.
Hey, Griff, I've got a job for you. If you'd be so kind as to handle it.
Yeah, what's that?
Do you know all the people who have had people go missing?
Yeah, I know him. What about him?
Could you tell them that the investigators to this whole thing want to talk to them over at the Lightfoot house? If they could come over.
I think I could do that.
All right,
Granted, they
cool.
may not listen to me, but if I tell them you and your friends are trying to find their missing ones, then yes. Can I
Sure,
bring my
here.
friend?
Show them this. He pulls out a handkerchief that has Kenneth's suit of coat of arms on it. Show them this so that way you know that they know it's me.
All right. What is your coat of arms anyway?
I haven't actually made one yet, but
Oh, okay. So
They're
it's
just gonna
probably
think the
very
kid stole
noble.
it.
He does, after he takes your coat of arms and says, "Can I bring my friend?" and kind of points to Havel.
Kenneth pursed his lips. I don't know if that's such a good idea. He looks up at Havel, sort of like, "How do you feel about this?"
Havel is still staring at the stars.
I think that it's probably better if he stuck around.
Fuck. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought my internet went down.
You're
Okay,
good.
sorry. You're saying that he probably won't. That's
Havel
not a
should
good
probably
idea.
stick. Havel should probably stick with us.
Okay, now that someone's finally said Havel's name, he's gonna look down at you, Kenneth. Yes.
Oh, yeah. You should. Yeah. I'm sending Graf off to gather some people so we can talk to them. Is that all right with you, Havel?
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Griff kind of looks
up
down.
at the
Oh, Griff kind of looks down in disappointment and kind of
Sure.
shrugs his shoulders. Okay.
Don't worry. Once you get back, you can spend more time with him.
He kind of cheers up when he hears that, and then takes your coat of arms and then wanders off down north of. Sorry, whoops. north this way.
Kenneth
Well-
starts pointing out the stars and like constellations to Hovel, because he's had some school matters.
Okay.
Stars
Um,
pretty.
And that one is the Demon Star. If the Demon Star is moving in retrograde to the Morning Star, then that means, that sort of thing.
When Kenneth leaves, I'm gonna look at the dude and go, I'm going to search through the rest of the house in case there's something that you didn't see. And then I go and full investigate the rest of the house.
Okay.
Periodically
with your-
keeping an eye on him in case he's up to funny business himself.
Okay. With your 17 in you investigate the rest of the house. Everything seems to be in normal shape. Something I forgot to tell you. There is a staircase in this. It's not in the map, but there is.
Well, I'm going up the fucking stairs.
Real quick,
Okay, hold on.
Real quick, I
it's a
assume
s-
because we've been adventuring for a while. Both Kenneth and Aza know that if they're in danger, and they feel like they can't shout for Hovel, all they need to do is whistle loudly, and Hovel will come running.
Okay. So that black square there, it's a spiral staircase going up
Okay.
to the second floor. Up there, you can see there are 3 rooms, just bedrooms. When you investigate the whole house, you don't find anything out of order. It's just your normal house.
Are there any
No.
pies anywhere?
No, there are no pies anywhere.
Alright.
I like that you guys are so paranoid about pies. That's hilarious. All right.
Hovel actually would be. If he found a pie, he would immediately smash it.
Yeah,
I
I was
bet.
prepared to smash any pies.
All right. So about an hour later, hold on. Let me get to the. Where did I put Griff? Griff, where are you?
Oh, and while
Alright.
we're waiting for Griff too to come back with everybody or
Mhm.
whatever, I also asked this dude if there's a place we can go that Hovel can go inside, so it's private, but we also have Hovel with us.
You're wanting Hovel to come inside?
I'm asking him if there's a place that we can take Hovel in that's, enclosed space to not be out on the street. Like for the meeting place.
Right. Laya tells you that there is a very large barn on the outskirts of Succumber that could probably fit Hovel in it. Hovel and Kenneth, you see Griff come back, and he it's done. They're on their way. They said, all of them said they will come.
All right, cool, great job.
And
Ken-
Griff
Ken-
goes back on to telling Hovel about stars and music.
Kenneth sizes up Griff in his mind, thinking about getting him better clothes.
If we're gonna have someone follow us, he has to have nice clothes.
He has to be respected.
The only
Um,
article of clothing Hovel wears is a belt. But then again,
Okay,
he doesn't have anything to hide, obviously.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yep, you're just stone.
Yeah.
All right, so another 30 minutes go by as several people come in to the home. You have they all introduce themselves. First, the Chosk introduce themselves. There's Angus Chosk, who's the father.
That was weird.
What?
Nothing, my headset just did a weird thing. Like, it turned
Oh.
off its surround sound momentarily, so all of a sudden your voice sounded like it was literally, like, right beside me.
Oh, that's interesting. All right,
For like
I
a
can-
split second, I was like, the fuck? I was, like, really confused for a split second.
All right, so you have Angus Chosk. Then you have Donya Chosk, which is the mother. I'm typing out all of this for you guys.
Okay.
And hold on. I'm just looking at my note.
Oh, is it morning now? I hear birds.
No, that's not correct. The music is. I couldn't quickly find.
They're night birds.
Yeah, night birds. Exactly.
But anyway, while you're searching through your notes, at some point while Graf was off gathering the other people, while Kenneth was pointing out constellations and everything to Havel, at some point Havel will just randomly interrupt and say, Havel look at stars every night when Kenneth and Asa sleep.
Oh, you're so precious.
All right, so here we go. So you have Angus Chosk, Donya Chosk, and Taliesin Meadowfall, which is the father.
Oh, Taliesin, that's my kitty's name.
The father of Letya Meadowfall, and they all describe their children who are missing. I have that in my notes. Are you guys going to want to go somewhere where Havel can fit in to this place? Are you telling
I
me?
vote yes.
Okay.
I vote we all move to the barn so that Havel isn't alone outside.
Havel likes to be included. If he can go into a building that he can actually enter, he will happily do it. Because he doesn't get to go into indoors very often
Let me
and not get in trouble after.
I've got to gather all these people.
So if Asa comes out and asks if he wants to go inside to talk to everybody with Kenneth and Asa, he'll just go, yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just gathering.
Gathering
everyone.
tokens.
Yeah, the tokens and stuff. Give me 2 seconds. Oops. There's only 3 of them. Okay. And I can take you guys to the barn. You start to go to the outskirts of Succumber. They're all little. They all seem like they've been woken up, but at the prospect of finding their children, they're eager to, get this thing going. You guys. Oh, that's very loud.
Horse.
Yeah, let me turn that down. Wow, that's
Much horse, very neigh.
Yes. Very loud horse. Sorry. You guys get to this barn, and it is large. It's 20 feet tall, and about almost 50 feet wide.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a large barn. You talk to the owner, and you wake him up, and he is, for a second, mad. But Taliesin talks to him and tells him that they need a meeting place, and he's very eager to help. Yeah, you guys want to throw your tokens in.
I don't know where the front door is, so I don't know where Havel would be in relation to everything that's here right now.
The front. Oh, hold on. I need to not use my ruler. There.
Like, is the door over here? Oh, the door's over there.
This is the front. This is the barn right here.
Okay.
That's the front door. You can make
Yeah.
it through.
Havel would probably be standing like over here off to the side.
Okay. Asa, let me throw you in there.
He obviously never would have come in first. He only ever follows Asa and Kenneth around.
Right. Oh, and I need the street.
And I'd like to clarify, I did bring the journal and the handprint with when we left.
Okay. Alright, so you Taliesin kind of chimes in. Okay. You have us here. What do you want? What have you found so far?
This, Kenneth will produce the handprint image.
Yes.
One of the people who was taken spent a great deal of time reproducing this image of their hand over and over again. I was wondering if this was a common trend between the abductions.
Angus and Donia, who are right here, this is them, they kind of chime in and say, yes, Achonia speaks up and says, yes, our daughter, Halra, drew the same thing over and over again. It's in our home too.
You say she drew the
Don't
same
know
thing?
what
You
it
mean the
means.
handprint?
Well, she didn't see. Yes, I didn't see her do it, so I assume she drew it. But there was a lot of ink around, which would explain why there are ink blots all over my home.
That does sound like a common thread then. What about you? Was it Taliesin?
Yeah,
Info?
Taliesin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give you guys a favor and let you see their name tags. Hold on. Yes. Letya did the same thing. There's handprints everywhere. Sorry, I forgot his voice. Yes, there was handprints everywhere.
Wait, hold on. Were all the people taken girls?
That's a very good question. Hold on. Griff chimes in almost at the same time everyone else chimes in and says no. Chesma's daughter was Chesma was a man, and was a female. Hold on. Yeah, sorry. I'm stumbling on my notes. All of them were female, yes, but only Chesma was a man.
So all but one were female.
Yes.
Or are female.
Yeah.
How about age? Were they similar in age?
Well, I hope not, considering one was someone's girlfriend and one was someone's child.
No,
No.
everyone's girlfriend is someone's child. Probably.
The
If not, then you have a serious problem.
No, they were all children except for Halra. Halra and Ath were adults, about in their 20s.
Still all relatively young, though, then.
Yes.
Now, did any of them describe something like a call? Because we have this. He points to Asa to show the book.
The book
Yeah. We have this
Uh,
diary entry.
Taliesin kind of walks over to Aza and you, Kenneth, and kind of just turns his head like a curious dog would. No, not that I've seen in my house. And then the Chosk both kind of they walk over to Aza and both shake their head no.
Did they say anything strange?
Any unusual behaviors?
Besides the drawing?
Wow. Donya kind of says, well, Haura was mumbling a lot. I couldn't understand what she was saying, but she seemed to be in some kind of trance.
Yeah, it sounds sort of like this.
Well,
So-
Kenneth did say that the handprint thing was an evil religious thing.
Yeah, that's
So-
where I'm pretty sure it's from.
So a trance wouldn't be unusual.
Hobble.
Yes.
Hold on. So, Asa and Kenneth, would you tell Hobble about or show him this, handprint that you saw?
Yeah, I'd include Hobble in all that. I'd show him.
Yay! Hovel likes being included.
He's my
Hobble.
best friend.
Give me a history check, please. I'll tell you.
With my -4 intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes, with
Let's
that.
Let's see how well this goes. I
4?
rolled an 8.
Oh. All right.
That's a solid 4.
You recognize this. You don't know what it is, but you know that Lord Desmond Stone, your previous owner, had this symbol on him. You just kind of remember. You don't know what it is, but you know it seems familiar to you.
Hovel no hand.
Oh?
What'd you say, Hobble?
Hovel see hand.
You mean before, or you see this hand now?
Or have you seen hands before?
Hovel master have hand picture on it on chest. Right here, and he will put his hand on his chest. Like this.
Huh. That's
Um,
weird.
do you remember where your master is?
No.
I'm just imagining him taking like a full minute to think about it and then just, no.
I don't suppose you ever saw your master consorting with any demons or anything.
Did I?
Not to your knowledge.
Yeah, it's not the sort of thing you'd probably have.
Hovel not
hovel
remember.
around
Hovel only remember picture of hand.
So anyhow, I guess that's where our investigation stands. Can you tell me though, when was the first time you noticed any of these behaviors? Want to try to figure out what's the earliest possible thing that could have done this?
Well, Talisman kind of speaks up. It was 10 days ago that my child started to show signs of some peculiar behavior, and at that time, the Chos wife also says yes. Haura also seemed to be sorry, I was thinking, to be showing signs of odd mumbling and odd behavior. They're all kind of surprised that it's about the same time that they were all.
And then they all disappeared 10 days later, right?
Yes, 10 day after. I assume they all. That's weird. They all disappeared at the same time.
Not that weird. Now the next question is what changed slightly over 40 days ago, over 10 days ago? What was there? Is there any event that happened around that time? Anyone new come in? Anything strange occur? Anything you can think of. Anything can help.
While they think about that, excuse me, boy?
Are you talking to Graf?
Yeah.
Graf? Graf.
You live on the streets. Have you seen anything odd?
Yeah, some priests came in the town about 10 days ago. I think it was 10 days ago. And came into town asking for any new followers, and he was offering boon and salvation.
A church offering booze, did you say?
No, boon.
Oh, I
Boon
was
is-
like, booze?
They-
That
no,
sounds like
they
an
were-
evil church.
But that was, you said that was 10 days ago?
I think like 2 or 3 10 days ago.
Well,
Where
it should have been more than 4 if they're the source of this.
They didn't have to be revealed to be the source of it.
True.
I'm a little unsure about that. I usually try to stay to myself, but I have seen these followers come by.
There's followers too.
Maybe we should definitely investigate that.
Did you see where his winter came from or anything like that?
Oh wait, you're asking him where they came from?
Where they came from or where they went? Any location or anything of where we could find them now or anything?
That is a good question. Last time I saw them, they were at the 7-stringed harp.
Ooh, that's close.
They're still there?
He kind of shrugs his shoulders, I think.
It's definitely something to look into. Do any of you remember seeing anything about this new group? He addresses the rest of them. Anything suspicious?
Hold on a second.
That's the horses probably freaking out at the sight of Hovel. Ignore it.
I can't see his name. Angus kind of looks at Kenneth and says, what was your question again?
Can any of you correlate this?
Yes, I've seen these men come into town dressed in black cloaks. I didn't pay much attention as we do.
I get in the middle of him talking, I get like a really like hyper excited face, like if Kenneth's personality was embodied in a facial expression. And I look at Kenneth and I go, oh, Kenneth, how's your acting skills? We can pretend to be converts, and we're secretly like secret agents. Like that are investigating them, but they don't know because they think we're part of them because we're still like being inducted in or whatever.
All of a sudden, her expression is mirrored on Kenneth's face. That's a brilliant idea!
I knew Kenneth would love that idea.
Does anyone have any other information for us? I just
they
say
kind
that.
of,
Yeah, anything at all that you might, that even the smallest thing that you might think might be useful.
DM
shrug their
question.
shoulders.
DM question. Would Hovel have something like buried deep in his mind that he may or may not know about, that he just knows the way back to Lord Desmond's manor or castle? Like a homing pigeon kind of thing?
I would assume you probably would know where your home would be.
Okay. Just wondering.
Yeah. You have a good idea where it is. It's far away from here.
Yeah, but if he was ever asked, Hovel, take us to your home, he could do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
So, I addressed the group and I look so like I'm no longer grumpy. I am like as excited as Kenneth is all the time. And I'm just like, so how about, unless anyone has anything else to say, we all go to bed because it is the middle of the night. Then we will spend the morning investigating your houses just in case there's something that one of your people left behind. Not anything bad. Don't worry. We're not gonna ruin your house, just like making sure they didn't leave anything behind. We'll do that in the morning, and then me and Kenneth will go and pretend we're initiates, and Hopple will be with us, so you just probably can't come into the actual inn, but we could get them to come out to Hopple, and then we can be like secret agents and find out if they're involved in your people's disappearance. And I've got my hands like I've been talking extreme with my hands and stuff.
Okay, so you're really animated with your
Been
talking.
doing the Italian.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they kind of just look at you. Excuse me, with blank stares and almost simultaneous, almost in sync. They kind of just shrug their shoulders. Like, okay.
Hmm.
If you say so.
Yeah. Well, Talisman says, well, if you find anything, please let us know. And the Choss both kind of nod their head in unison.
And I make sure
Of
to get
course.
directions to their houses and stuff.
Okay, hold on. Side note. Where are you guys wanting to go to stay the night?
I don't know. We haven't decided that. I was just executing the plan so we can let these villagers go.
Right. Griff looks at all of you and says, well, where are you guys staying tonight? Especially somewhere that can accommodate for my friend, the big guy.
Hovel will wave.
Well, Hopple usually sits outside of wherever we are, but I don't know, because I don't know if I want to go to the inn that the people are at so that we don't accidentally blow our cover somehow from not being properly in character. But I don't want to go to the other inn because I hate that guy because he's rude to Hobble.
Oh, now you remember that. Yeah, he was. He was a halfling. He
I
was really rude.
never forgot that.
Taliesin kind of it almost interrupts, but waits for you to stop and says, well, I could try to see if the owner of this barn will let you stay here. I could,
Then we can sleep
offer
with
him
Hobble!
gold.
Ooh, I've never slept in a barn. This will be a new experience for me.
Do you have gold to give him? I'm broke and a
Hobble.
working man.
Give me
Hobble will
5
stand
pieces.
up.
Give me 5 pieces of that thing you were eating, please.
I don't think it'd be worth. I don't know if it'd be worth that, but
Hovel
Shut up,
will
Kenneth.
open up. Hovel will take the belt pouch, open it up, and reach in and just grab as many gold pieces as he can fit in his hand and hand them to Aza.
Okay.
I forgot he doesn't know numbers. So he's holding his hand out, and I pick out 5 pieces, and I tell him to put the rest back.
I put the rest back.
Or how many pieces of gold are you gonna give this the farmer?
I give the farmer 4 for however long it covers us for, because I have a feeling we'll be here more than one night. And I give 1 to our vagrant boy for doing his job of gathering everybody.
Hold on. How much do you give to Graf?
1.
And
Okay.
the other
Okay.
4 are gonna pay for the barn.
So Taliesin takes the gold and gives it walks out. He walks out this way. And about 10 minutes later you just see Taliesin and the let me move him. Whoop. Let me move your buddy. Taliesin and the farmer walk back in, and they address you, and the farmer nods, kind of like looks at Hobble like, "Whoa, 4 gold will work. You want this clay guy to stay with you here?"
Yes.
Hovel rock!
Hobble
And he will
doesn't.
slam his fists on his chest like a gorilla.
Oh my
But
god.
one big boom.
Hobble doesn't
God.
fit in a normal tavern. That's why we want to stay here.
Well, he kind of looks at his hand that has the gold in it. Well,
Don't you
4
dare
gold will-
discriminate against Hobble.
Oh, I'm not discriminating. And he looks at his hand again and says, "Well, 4 gold will keep my mind at ease. You're more than welcome to stay."
How long does 4
But
gold
this-
keep us for?
Well, let me see. Hovel, as you call him. 4 gold will-
the rock!
He kind of scratches his chin and
Hobble
says,
costs the same as anybody else.
4 gold
Yes.
will cover the cost of any damages that you're."
He's not going to cause
friend-
damage.
Oh, good.
Alright,
That
Hobble?
should cover.
Hovel not break nothing.
Hobble is well behaved. He is a sweetheart.
Okay, 4 gold will cover it. For
Hovel will
one
sit
night.
down right where he's standing.
Okay.
So 4 gold will keep you in here for one night.
Do you have any complaints, Kenneth?
No, I do not.
Alright,
Okay.
cool. 4 go. Thank you.
He nods and turns around and walks out. Oh. Hold on. Damn it.
Hobble, will you keep watch to make sure that nothing comes in here that shouldn't?
Okay.
Taliesin says, "Well, if you don't need us," and he kind of looks at the Choss and the nod to each other. "Well, we will be off, but please keep us informed if you find our children."
Sleep well.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
They bugger off. Quick question: can you guys see their names?
Yep.
I can see them,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right, cool. I just want to make sure you were able to see their names. All right, so, wait, what time did we start this?
About like 10 o'clock-ish.
Okay, I think this probably will be a good time to stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yep, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to keep going, but
Yeah, I do need to get rest. I've got a long day tomorrow.
Alright, let's do the close then.
Alrighty.
Looks like it's Hobble first.
Oh.
I love playing Hovel. He's so much fun. He's such a lovable dope. He's the best. I do like though that you guys try to include him as much as possible, because whenever you guys are like in like someone else's home interrogating somebody, granted Hovel's not smart enough to be of any real assistance, but the fact that he's just kind of sitting there outside and he's not even getting any of the information, it's like it feels good. It feels good to have Hovel included.
He's our buddy.
And you have a new buddy.
Yep.
This kid, I swear to God, if he becomes best friends with Hobble, there is going to be a jealousy thing going on.
There will be more.
Oh, don't worry. He's the big bad.
Out of character, I can tell you right now that no one will ever replace Aza in Hovel's heart.
Good, as it shouldn't.
Nice. Let me put a name tag on him so you guys can see it.
Cause we're best friends.
Yeah.
There you go. You got him. Can you guys see his name tag?
Griff.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Now
Yeah,
I
Griff.
won't forget his name.
Yep. There you
No,
go.
I like
We
calling
need to
him
get him-
boy.
We need to get him a new boy.
Boy. Yeah, you refer to him
Boy.
as boy, and he seems to respond to that.
Dad of
He's
boy.
probably used to it. He's an urchin. I mean, he probably gets called boy all the time.
All right.
I did tell him, by the way, he can stay with us if he wants in the barn.
I agree with Kenneth though. A thought that Kenneth had. We need to get him some new clothes.
Mhm.
He
And the
needs,
bat.
he needs to look the part now.
Yeah.
Mainly because I've seen that icon before in a previous campaign with Stone, and it wasn't a good icon.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
forgot about
Kenneth's whole thing, kind of part of Kenneth's philosophy is that if he's gonna have someone for him, he's gonna do he's gonna do right by that person.
Yeah.
Anything else for your closing?
okay.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Paul. Top Paul, do your close.
Well, I wasn't a fan of how short it is. It happens. There's no getting around it. I really love the interplay amongst the various party members, and I especially love how Aza just wasn't having any of Kenneth's attempts to be cool while bringing in.
I was like, she's too grumpy for this. There's no way she would respond to this.
I also liked how I also am glad that nobody questioned about how he did a forward dive roll somersault thing while wearing full plate armor.
Why should we?
You do you, boo.
But yeah, this was fun. Looking
Good.
forward to the next one. And that's it.
Cool.
Cool.
Blue?
Well, obviously the tech issues were bad, but the episode itself was good. Aside from when there were tech issues, I enjoyed the fact that we have acquired a follower, and it'll be interesting because of how Aza's background is in Street Urchin. That's why she was like, "What shady shit are you up to?" Because she's like, been there, done that.
Been there, done, left no witnesses.
I'm sure we'll properly get him as a Thieves Guild initiate when we get to a bigger town. But anyways, yeah,
Any
that's
bad?
about it.
Any bad? Just
Just
The
the tech
techno-
issues.
yeah. Sorry about that. I'll try to get that figured out.
I mean, it was my tech issues too.
Yeah.
Well, if
Mhm.
the update can't be helped, Paul, I recommend a new router. I think that would fix
Yeah.
all your problems if you have decent internet speed.
Yeah, I'll talk to my roommate about it. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so I had a really good time tonight. Again, like Blue said, the tech problems is probably the only bad thing about tonight. Other than that, I really enjoyed the role play. You guys, I like your interactions with the NPCs and your investigation. You guys did learn a little bit more about what's going on. You know, something's going on with this weird handprint symbol, and something shady is going in this town when you have these newcomers coming into town, and it's kind of weird.
Oh, before we go, we need to retcon because I asked the DM. I asked you the question if Hovel would know how to get back home after Hovel was asked if he knew where his master was. So when Azan asked if Hovel knows where his master is, Hovel did answer yes.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, and I also, Aza did ask Griff if he wanted to stay in the barn.
Yes.
Yeah, he will.
He better not stab us in the back, man.
He can go ahead and try to stab Hovel all he wants. He's just gonna dull his blade.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I had a really good time. I also want to put out to everyone, chat and the interwebs, that we are looking for a new person in Curse of Strahd and Seeds of Chaos. So if you're interested, message me or Blue, and we will kind of have an interview talk with you and see if you fit with our group, and we'll go from there. So we're looking for new people.
Yeah, we need another person because we're down to 3 players at a time now.
Yeah, Merrick. Merrick is there with you, but he's being very quiet. I forgot to mention that. He is very, very quiet. He hasn't said a thing the whole time. Actually,
we're gonna wake up
before we do go. The last thing before you guys go to sleep. Wait, what was that?
I said we're gonna wake up and Merrick will be gone, and then I killed Blue.
No, I'm laughing at Oni.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what did Oni say?
Putting people on the casting couch.
Oh yeah, ready to take people on the casting couch.
Lewd.
Lewd. He's always lewd. That's just Oni. Oni's awesome. You're awesome, Oni. We love you.
I thought it's
Can't see what
Oni.
you're typing. Alright. Oh, what did I say? Did I say Oni? Orochi Oni?
Orochi Oni.
Orochi Oni. Okay, so
I don't know if the R roll is there or not. I just put it there because I can.
probably not, but I'll overroll it. So the last thing that does happen, and I know we're supposed to be stopping, but Merrick tries and asks if anyone needs healing, and as soon as he tries to summon his magic, it seems to physically spark up and then die out, and then he goes, "Oh, that's not good." And he goes on for a long time on how his powers seem to be gone and he needs to go back to the home base to figure this out. Does anyone want to say anything to Merrick?
Godspeed, you brave, you brave weird voodoo man.
See, good.
I still can't believe he was with his darts when he needed like a 19 or higher to hit me.
Yeah, and he got you with like 2 nat 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I say don't die, and watch your pockets.
See,
He nods.
dude.
He nods and runs. It says he'll be back whenever his healing returns, and actually, he says his art returns. And you guys all know, especially Kenneth, that magic is referred to as art in Faerun, and he runs off into the distance.
Bye bye.
Yeah, so that's how Merrick goes.
So basically, the only healing we have now is my, like, one healing word use.
Well, Hovel can heal himself once per day.
Oh yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Cool beans. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I guess one of the few plus sides of the tech problems is I got to show off my picture for Aza. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. Discord message me or Paul to get into the game. And yeah, as always, go on safely. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Adios. Au revoir.